We have seen a lot of women who cannot get pregnant. Actually, the first and foremost, I test them is actually through a biofeedback. I don't use fancy machines. I just use muscle strength as an indicator of biofeedback. Because when you say something, I always ask them to make a statement. I'm okay to get pregnant. I'm okay to start a family. Guess what? A lot of time, they cannot hold that statement. Their muscle strengths go really weak, which surprised them because they try so hard to get pregnant. They really want to get pregnant. Why their body does not go with them? Actually, getting pregnant, start a family, is associated with a lot of emotions and physical reactions based on that person's past experience. If somebody unconsciously afraid of having a family, afraid of taking on responsibility, afraid of repeating the tragic they observed or experienced in their childhood, they don't want to start a family or having a child, but it's all buried in their unconsciousness. Those memories, those reactions has a very strong physiological impact on their reproductive system. That's the reason they can't get pregnant. If we don't make them emotionally congruent with the idea of getting pregnant, they will have tremendous trouble to get pregnant in the first place. If we clear that, then we'll be able to look into what we can do energetically to support them. Energetically, we want to make sure the flow of the qi is open and sufficient, particularly the qi with the kidney and spleen. However, what regulates the qi flow is not spleen, is not kidney, is the liver. If people have a liver energy problems, they can't get pregnant because liver energy determine how qi flows. Besides, liver energy is circulated around the genital area and affects reproduction. So we have to regulate liver qi. Well, what affects the liver qi? We know the emotion of fear will affect the kidney, emotion of worry will affect the spleen, and what affects the liver is actually the anger, resentment, frustration, disappointment, and depression. So if we don't solve those problems, you will have trouble get pregnant. Let's give you some real case. I have a woman comes to me and who have tried to get pregnant for a number of years. She's young enough and she's healthy enough. She has no problem from the modern medical perspective. However, when we muscle testing her, she is not comfortable with the idea of starting a family. And when we dig deeper, it is actually coming from her childhood because when she was young, the parents got divorced when her sister was only 2 years old. And that experience really have generated the fear that what happens if a husband would leave when she is pregnant, even though it is not in her conscious mind, but it was there haunting her. So when she had that stress, and the body will not be able to function normally to reproduce. When we release that emotional and physical reaction, she was able to get pregnant. Actually, by today, she already had 2 children. The second example is a woman at age 42. Of course, that is the age that you already have a very little energy, essence of the kidney to get pregnant. And she had a problem in the first place, but she was from an island and she received the Chinese herbal medicine. She got pregnant in the first place. But after several years, at age 42, she wanted to do it again. So she came to me, and at that time, we did acupuncture twice. I customized the herbal remedy, and she got pregnant twice. And she had additional 2 children. Those are the successful cases, but it's not that simple. Some of people cannot get pregnant actually due to biochemical reasons. A lot of people with methylation disorders, with a hormone imbalance, they can also have trouble to get pregnant. If we don't evaluate that and treat that, and it's going to be very difficult. So when today people just simply go trying to do IVF, they're taking more hormones, they're trying to get pregnant, actually that doesn't work very well. The chances they get pregnant from IVF is very low. Interestingly, if they just receive one acupuncture treatment before and after IVF procedure, their chance of getting pregnant improved 48%. Otherwise, the success rate is only less than 28%. It is just for study, but if you give people a regular, more frequent, routine, customized treatment to that person, you can imagine how much more chances you're going to improve to help that person to get pregnant. So that's why today a lot of acupuncturists actually they specialize in infertility treatment. As you can see, the Chinese medicine acupuncture can not only help people to get pregnant and stay pregnant and having a healthy pregnant, they can also help them to reduce the risk of having an autistic child. The traditional Chinese medicine doctor can very easily to tell by checking your pulse or looking at your tongue and simply asking a few questions about your health status. For example, people with kidney essence deficiency, they tend to have trouble get pregnant to begin with. They tend to have a lower back soreness and weakness. They tend to have trouble focusing, concentrating. They tend to be forgetful. They tend to have trouble falling to sleep or staying asleep. And they even have trouble being motivated, having the strong willpower to accomplish their task. If your kidney essence come to very deficient, and you may even experience premenopause syndrome, have light sweats, hot flashes at night. And if you are even go beyond that, you can be cold with your hands and your feet, have a low sex drive or desire, and feeling really, really tired easily. And in addition to all the symptoms I have described about kidney energy deficiency. What can you do about it? Of course, first and foremost is to make sure you regulate amount of sexual activities you might have. And second is to regulate your emotional distress, particularly overcome any kind of fear-related emotions. The third, there are food and herbal supplements that support your kidney energy as well as your spleen energy. Last but not least is to make sure you have a free flow of energy. Sometimes you do have energy, but they're blocked and not being well utilized. In that case, Qigong exercise, acupuncture can really help you.